Station. Hi guys, it's Ben here from TX Space Station. How's everyone doing? This is Wipeout on the Sega Saturn. Now doesn't this take you back a bit? Back to the days when Psygnosis were actually still an existing company. Now here's a game that really pushed this generation to its limits. Everything is just fantastically futuristic. It looks so smooth and silky like butter. I mean, obviously compared to the new reboot on the PlayStation 4, things look considerably worse, but you have to remember that for the time, this was about as good as fast-paced futuristic racing could get. Now, obviously, I did really enjoy Pod Racer, the Phantom Menace spin-off game. Really liked that game on the N64 and the PC. And there was another one, wasn't there a game called Pod that I seem to remember on the PC, which I quite enjoyed. But this was certainly probably the best home console futuristic racer of the time that I remember. Now the Wipeout rebooted collection on the PS4 is very, very good, I must say, and it's kind of reignited my interest in the series. I'm playing really badly here, but you can come to expect that of me by now, haven't you? Not an easy one to play and talk, given how fast everything's going. I'm probably going to finish this in an awful position. I don't really know what the power-ups are on this one. They're kind of, let's see what that does. Oh, that was a boost, possibly. Now, the controls are pretty simple. You've got to use the left and right shoulder buttons to steer around corners more sharply. And that takes a little bit of getting used to, because you kind of cock that up, you end up going into the wall, as I've so masterfully demonstrated to you. I'm in position S for special. No, I'm in position 5 for you don't know how to play this game very well. Right, maybe I could try and finish in the top 3, but I just don't think it's going to happen. The real key to these games is not necessarily how amazingly tightly you take the corners and stuff. It's actually, what is happening there? I seem to be messing that up somehow. It's actually how many of the blue booster pads you hit. That's the absolute key to doing well in Wipeout. They add, you know, quite a considerable boost to your speed, and the difference between sometimes winning and losing, or certainly being in the top 3 and not being, is whether you know the course and whether you really make sure that you hit those boosters. It's such an important part of the game, and it kind of that adds a extra element rather than it just being about how well you slide around the corners and stuff. It's about knowing the tracks in that kind of extra level, and I've kind of noticed that on the PS4 version. It's going beyond just learning how to generically steer and stuff, and knowing the minutiae of the different routes you can take. I know there are so many different shortcuts and approaches you can take on the PS4 version, which is the reboot of this version, I believe, but I don't know any of them on these tracks. I certainly don't recognise these tracks. I seem to be slowing down an awful lot, and I'll slip back into 4th place, which is a bit embarrassing. The power-ups don't look like what they do. What is that? It's kind of tripod? Is it a rocket? There we go. Oh, I flipping took the guy out and then crashed into him. Oh, and he's dropped a load of mines. Yeah, not faithful, not optimistic that I'm going to catch him, he says. What is that bit there? I seem to be going really slowly over that bit. Right, I know that I've got a rocket, which I can save up just in case. Oh gosh, I'm never taking these corners well, am I? I don't know if you double tap it, does it do it tighter? It does on the PS4. Make of that what you will. I seem to be sort of slowing down an awful lot at certain parts here. This is where I'm going to end up losing my stellar top 3 position, banging into all the bloody walls. I'm sure the guy's right on my tail, but I don't know how to look behind, so I'm just going to have to presume and anxiously continue. But isn't it, the thing about this series, it just gives you such an awesome sense of speed. The sense of speed is magnificent, and that's what you play these kind of games for, isn't it? There we go, he gets 3rd place, congratulations. This one's a really good game to check out if you can find it. I actually got this pretty cheap. Take care guys, and I'll speak to you all soon, bye.